Hi, my name is David Craig. I'm a member here at St. Andrews and have been for a number of years. Happy to have been a member for such a long time. My entire household has been baptized here, and my little girls are in preschool or will be coming to St. Andrews preschool soon. So we're proud to be part of the St. Andrews family. Pastor Rideout asked me to answer a question based on this last Sunday's sermon, and she asked, have I ever struggled or wrestled with doubt, and how do I go about handling it? And at first I thought it was a pretty large question, so I'm going to do my best to discuss that and talk about my personal approach and how I go about handling doubt and coming to conclusions on truth, using reason and being guided by the Holy Spirit. First, when I'm looking at this question, I think it's important to make a distinction between what I would say is doubt and what is disbelief. I think we can be comforted somewhat by the fact that you can't doubt something that you don't already first believe. And when we're discussing our faith, we don't come to it initially by reason. We come to it by an inner working of the Holy Spirit in our heart that illuminates us to the truth of Christ and His love for us. And absent that, we wouldn't know. And that is something that we touched upon when we were discussing the sermon the week before, when we were discussing prevenient grace, that initial stage on the porch where Jesus is reaching out to us. So with that, my approach when I'm wrestling with a doubt or trying to a conclusion about what is or what is not true is generally along these 5 steps. Step 1 is make sure I'm looking at one singular issue at a time. Trying to integrate every component of potential truth into a cohesive worldview is a massive task, and probably not one you're going to complete all at one time. It's better to take a singular issue that you have questions about or struggle with, break it down, tackle it till you have some intellectual peace with it, and then move on to the next. When I do that and I take one issue at a time, I also want to make sure I want to break that issue down into its essential core truth claim. What exactly is it trying to state as a truth or lay claim to as a truth? The second thing I think we should do is, at least some of the thing that I do, is I try to develop an epistemological method. So a theory, this is usually referred to as a theory of truth. And another way to think about it is, if I find what is true, will I recognize it when I see it? Or another way to say it is, what would convince me? What are the things that I'm looking for that if I did see it, I did observe it, I sensed it, or I knew it, then I would cross the line into accepting it as truth. The third step, I think, is that we always need to understand that whenever we're wrestling with a doubt, there's probably an unstated counter proposal that we're also weighing in the background. So the opposite of the truth claim is another way to think about that. But we can't just look at these in isolation. We have to compare it to another truth claim. The fourth one is we want to test each of those consistently with our methodology. So we want to be fair, and we have to be as rigorous as possible with both of those competing truth claims and come to a conclusion using the epistemological method we've determined we want to use. And step 5 is behold, because what you will see is that the Bible is God's spoken truth, and it will not be diminished or defeated. And you can rest assured that if you're testing those truth claims, they will come true. And thank you for your time. Have a good day.